Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. I went away on vacation, thought I'd bring you along with me. Here's a view from my window. Just teasing. I am doing a tag video. I was thinking this morning about what I wanted to film today, and I thought a tag video. I haven't done one for a while, but I wanted to do one that I've been thinking about for a while. I get asked certain questions all the time. I just do. And I thought it'd be fun to do the 15 most popular questions I get asked all the time tag video. So that's what I'm doing. So I have them all written down. And I'm not going to tag anybody. This is an open tag. If you want to do it, baby, do it. And I would like you to tag me in it if you do it so I can come and watch it. So there you go. Anybody that wants to do this tag video, feel free. This is a open tag. Kind of like an open cast call. An open tag. Okay. These are my questions. I might post this video in my thing where people who come, new people, because when I tell you I get asked these all the time. One of these get asked every day, easily. Okay, what do you weigh? I weigh, currently, 158.6, I believe. Or almost 159. I think it's 150. It's either 158.8 or 158.6. It's one of those. I'm a little over goal. How tall are you? I get asked this all the time. I think people want to compare what you weigh with what they weigh. And you know, I am just above 5'3". We call me 5'4" at Weight Watchers to go to the next level. Technically, I'm 5'3", but with Weight Watchers, I'm 5'4", so I can get an extra 8 pounds. I know, cheating the system, but you know, you're in between, so you go for the higher. Just saying. How much did you lose? Well, I had to lose 114 pounds to get to goal. I went up to, I think, 118 pounds. I am down probably 113 pounds. How long did it take you to lose weight? I get that asked almost every day. I say 2.5 years, pretty much. But in that 2.5 year span, there was about a 3-month hiatus that I went off. It was between Smart Points and Freestyle. I gained 27 pounds back in that 3-month time span. So yes, so all told, I would say about 2.5 years. You know, and I was through 2 plans, Smart Points and then Freestyle. That was another question, which I kind of gave you a bonus answer. Do you eat all your daily points? Yes, pretty much every day. I'm a volume eater. I'm a big eater. I'm a big girl. Well, I was a big girl. So I'm used to eating lots of food. Now, granted, I'm not eating I fill my points with, at least I call them healthy foods. I don't fill my points with well, I do eat chips. Who am I kidding? I mean, but I don't eat Dorito chips. I eat popcorners, Poppables, rice cakes. So I fill my points with snacks and food. Honestly, I do. Do you eat all your weekly points? That's a real hot topic. I eat some. I don't eat all. I definitely dip into them if I need to. I like to use my weeklies for things that I don't count. And I'm a person who doesn't count everything. That's another question. So I use my weeklies pretty much for my olive oils, my avocados, my olives, my ketchup, things that and things that go in my mouth that I didn't plan on and might have forgot to track, because that happens. It does. So yeah, I definitely dip into some of them because there's a day maybe you just need a little extra. You just never know. Why the blue plan? Really good question. In the beginning of the blue plan, I was very skeptical. You're giving me 200 0-point foods? Eggs are 0 points? Where salmon is 0 points? Now, I love fish. Don't get me wrong. I do. But if you ever cook salmon, I've cooked it in a dry pan and there's still a lot of oil that comes out. It's a very oily fish. So I always found that, and I knew that always seemed but it works. If you keep your 0-point foods at bay, eat them mindfully, don't overdo it. It's not an all-day buffet. You will see results. Those foods, they feel if you eat them in moderation, will not cause weight gain. And I have to agree with them because here I sit. Unplanned, but I sit here. Why do you eat 6 points of regular pasta when there's all the other substitutes out there? I get asked this all the time. If you don't know, I am 150% Italian. I am. If I was a dog, I'd have papers. I love my regular semolina San Giorgio pasta. That's just, I grew up with pasta 2 to 3 times a week. Sundays and sometimes twice during the week. You know, so this is what I like. This is what I love. This is what I grew up with. I save my points for it. I am not going to cheat myself on the pasta that I love. And if you fit it in, it's okay. I use a 0-point marinara that I have on my channel, so I don't pay for the sauce. So it's only 6 points. It's only 6 points. So I'm just not a fan of those other pastas. And if you like them, that's great. I'm just not a fan. Now, will I mix some of those pastas in with my 6 points of pasta? Sometimes. Sometimes I put some zucchini noodles in there or a side of spaghetti squash. I'm not opposed to that. But I will always pay 6 points for my 2 ounces of pasta. Ooh. Does your family eat the food that you cook? Yes. I try to keep with the same foods we ate prior, just tailoring them with different types of meats. Maybe I'll use a turkey or a chicken in a meatloaf. They seem to like it. Maybe I'll use a different type of ingredient that isn't quite as pointy and try to scale it back, bulk it up with some vegetables. So yeah, pretty much we eat the same. And I do a lot of air frying and they love that. And let me tell you something. They even say, Mom, it tastes like you fried it in a pan. Did you exercise to lose on your weight loss journey or to lose weight? I get asked that almost every day. And the answer is no. I lost all my weight without any exercise. Now, I did get the more I lost, the more movement I was able to do. So yeah, I walked a lot more. I got more steps in. So yeah, I kind of moved more, but did I do any formal exercise? No, not even a little bit. Do I like exercise? No, not even a little bit. Right now, I'd say since this is filmed, in case this goes up later, in February of 2021. In April of 2020, when pandemic started, I started a thing called Glam Squad, where I knew I was starting to put weight on because just not doing anything and being home. And so I came up with Glam Squad. Glam Squad is where we do a workout walking video like a Leslie Sansone as a group on Zoom. So I've been doing that 5 days a week since April. I know. That's crazy. I don't like exercise. I love meeting up with my Glam Squad once a day, but yeah, it's difficult for me to enjoy it. I don't know. Some people do, and that's great. I just am not that person that does. I don't get highs. I don't get endorphins. I don't get nothing. But I will say that I do see toning in my body. I mean, if you can do it, then God love you. But it's just not my thing. But I do it because I know I should. I know it's beneficial. But I just don't enjoy it. And they say find something you love. Yeah, I haven't found that yet. But I did not exercise, and I was able to lose 116, 17, 14 pounds without any. So don't ever feel you have to exercise to lose, because you don't. My leader always says, Denise, tell them how much you exercised. You know, it's definitely calories in, you know. Why do you stay with Weight Watchers? That's a really good question, especially with the climate at Weight Watchers right now. I love the plan. I'm sitting here at goal, and again, I say this a million times, I've never planned to get the goal. It was just to get under 200 pounds. That was always my goal. I was 277 when I started, no, 270 when I started, and I just wanted to get to under 200 pounds, and I was done. But when I got there, I was feeling really good, and I was feeling very motivated and very, you know, and I knew I could do it. And I thought, I've come this far, I've lost 70 pounds, I can do another 40. 40 seemed much more doable than 120. So, and the plan works. Regardless of their politics, I don't agree with a lot of companies' politics. And if you read a lot of the companies, that you probably wouldn't agree with those as well. You know what? The company's who the company is. I follow the plan, and that's what I choose to do. Do you drink water? If so, how much? I drink mostly green and black tea. I do not drink water per se as water. It's not that I don't like it. I just feel I can get it in more with tea. Is it acceptable? In my book, it is. I am definitely getting 40 to 60 ounces of it a day. Nobody has a problem with it. I've lost weight with it. So I say, if it works, stick with it. Are you a Weight Watcher? This is another popular one. Are you a Weight Watchers leader or ambassador? If so, why not? I am not a Weight Watchers leader or ambassador or have any affiliation with Weight Watchers whatsoever. I would have loved to have been a Weight Watchers leader, but my franchise, Weight Watchers of Philadelphia, claimed that because I used a 10-pound doctor's note over my goal that I wasn't eligible to be a leader. Not sure why that is. But I never tried to apply to international. Pandemic happened, and like I said, I just got the goal in end of January, or lifetime, so I didn't get a chance to go. I thought about it, but I heard after letting all those people go, and I started my community, so I'm very happy where I'm at right now, honestly. I enjoy my community so much that it is what it is, and I don't need them. They do need me, though. Are your recipes original, and how do you come up with them? If I make an original recipe, I will say a dish with the original. If I take somebody's recipe that I've found, I will definitely let you know, because way you could look at the original recipe. Sometimes, we always have these recipes that we take that we like to tailor to what we like, because maybe one ingredient is in there, A, you don't have it, or B, you just don't use it, or C, you just don't like it. So a lot of times I will try to let you know where the recipe came from in case you want to look at their original recipe, plus to give them their credit because it's their recipe. But I do a lot of original stuff here on the channel, and I brought you along the other day and I showed you how my thought process goes in creating recipes. It's interesting. I like to keep all my ingredients out, and I decide what I'm going to put and how the mixture looks, because sometimes, especially like when you're making a cookie dough, you know how the batter's supposed to look and the feel you want for your cookie dough. So when I was making these peanut butter chocolate chip protein cookies, I knew what I wanted them to look like before I dropped them. So I knew what I needed to put in there and how I wanted to put my chips in. Do I want to put it in the batter? Do I want to put it on top? So it's an interesting thought process. And I think anybody, if you sit down, you can create your own recipes. You can make food good, and the better you make it, the more you're likely to eat it. We all want to eat good food. We don't want to eat diet food. If we eat diet food, we're going to get tired of it. We're going to feel like we're denied. And that is huge for me. This whole journey, I have eaten well. And I show my food on Instagram, what I eat a day. Sometimes I post it here on YouTube, but I kind of try to do both platforms just to I'll put it up on Instagram, save those files, and compile it for a YouTube video. And you can see that I eat really well. And I maximize my points, and I maximize my flavor, and it's just I enjoy my food, and that is huge. If you're not enjoying your food, you're not going to want to stay on plan. You're going to think about, what should I have been eating? I wish I could have that. I have this. No, you want people to go, wow, I want what she's having from that movie. And you want what I'm having, because what I'm having is fantastic. And do not skimp on points or skip on flavor for points. Because you know what? You're going to sit there regretting it. You're not going to enjoy what you're eating, and you're going to eat something else because you're going to be just depressed. Life is short. Enjoy what you're eating. Do you have a cookbook? If where can I order it? I get asked this all the time. I do not have a cookbook. I have a recipe blog, and the link is in the description box, dishwithd.blogspot.com. Every recipe that I put up here on the channel is written in that blog spot. I used to put them in the description box, but this way it says one place. And what you can do is, if they're just posted in order like a blog, you can go to the very bottom, and there's a search engine. You type in the name of what you're looking for, and it'll pop up. Also, what I recommend is right where that search engine is, right next to it or below it, is an email sign up. The email is, you sign your email, it sends you an email to verify, and then when I upload those recipes there, you get that recipe in your email. I think it's a win-win. I'm like, who wants to pay for a cookbook when I'm giving it to you for free? I can I've been that's a question I get asked 2 to 3 days a week. Where's your cookbook? Can I order your cookbook? I'm flattered, totally flattered that you want to order my cookbook. I am. And maybe someday. I'm not going to sit there and say it's out of the realm of possibility. But right now, take advantage of the free blog and just go on there, copy and paste it, print them. Make your own little cookbook. But yeah, I often toy with the idea. But if you see the way I put them in there, it's kind of like I'd have to clean them up. And who's got time for that? But yeah, I often think about a cookbook because I have a lot of original recipes. And I do think about it. I won't lie, I do think about it. It would be interesting if I could find the time or the energy to sit there and retype them all. I should probably, maybe I will. I don't know. But I'm flattered that you guys, ask that all the time. And it keeps me thinking. But those are the top questions I get asked all the time. So I hope you enjoyed that. And if you want to do a top questions you've been asked all the time, you feel free. Tag me because I'd love to come hear what your questions and answers are. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you have a different question that I didn't ask that you need to know, leave that in the comment section. I'll do another one of these in a few months in the next 15 questions I get asked all the time. But those are the ones I get asked pretty much one of these on a daily basis. So I thought I'd throw it in a video for a tag. So if anybody wants to do this, please feel free. I'm not tagging anybody because it's a free open-ended tag or an open tag. So take advantage of it. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, there is a subscribe button. I would love to hit that button, and there's a bell. You know what the bell does? And a lot of people, for some reason, don't hit it, and yet they tell me they miss my lives. If you hit that bell and it has a little rings around it, it notifies you when I upload and when I go live. So if you're interested in Tea with D, which I do pretty much Monday through Friday, 7 days a week here on the channel since pandemic started, you're welcome to come. You just show up. And it's like an online weight loss chat. And who doesn't love that? Who doesn't need that? We all do. It's a fun night. And I have a Facebook group. I have a Glam Squad. Everything is listed in the description box below. Hit the links and you can find me on Instagram, Pinterest. I am on Twitter, but I don't tweet that much because I'm trying to be better at Snapchat, not Snapchat, the other one. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm trying to be better at that. I have a profile, I just haven't done anything with it. We'll see. But I thank you for joining me for this tag. I will see you in the next tag, the next 15 questions, because I'm bound to be 15 more. Have a great rest of your day. We will dish another day. Enjoy the view, folks.